This is a real B&H customer story.
Hello. Welcome to Final Fantasy VII, The Last Ancient, A Cry from the Planet. This is Season 1, Episode 3. Let's pick right up.
Cheers.
Hello.
Oh, hey! How you doing?
Hey.
We weren't talking about anything inappropriate.
Oh my
Nope.
goodness.
Nope.
Why would y'all even? Oh
Why would we what? I said we weren't doing that.
my goodness.
You act like
I
we would...
trust it about
You
as
act like
much
we're
as
some
I throw
delinquents or
things,
something.
And I don't throw things very well.
Okay, first and foremost, that you started off saying that correctly and then fucked it up at some point.
I said I trust you
What are you-
about as much as I throw things, and I don't throw things very well.
Okay, because the expression is I trust you about as far as I can throw you. And like, that's... Because you say,
Mr.
I trust you about as much as I throw
Analytical here.
things.
Anyways.
Depending on how well you can throw a thing.
Oh my gosh.
Look, you're still on the starting soon screen, okay? I don't care.
Yeah, but I'm still talking.
True, but it says starting soon, which means we haven't technically started.
Oh my gosh. Paul, I'm going to strangle you.
All right,
And
hop
not
on the
in a
plane,
good
buddy.
way.
We have evidence.
No, I wouldn't actually strangle you physically because then I would be charged. I would just, make sure.
Oh no! Good luck, John.
Oh, John's dead. You didn't know that. He actually died in the last campaign. I'm actually Vaughn. I'm Vaughn Armstrong. Very similar stats, except I have black hair instead of blonde. I am his brother.
And I'm Russian, not Irish.
Yes, I am the long lost brother. Alright, I'm done with that voice. I'm sorry. Alright, I'm done. I'm sorry.
So in the last episode, our heroes infiltrated the Shinra building in an effort to try and figure out why Shinra was following or going after Denzel in the first place. They arrived at the building, were able to disguise themselves well enough, made their way up to, I believe, the 5th floor, and then the 6th floor, and then back to the 5th floor, or something of that nature. Fought through some guards, ended up encountering Rude and Reno. Were able to down both of them pretty easily until Marlene was able to get the files off the computers that they needed. And then as they were about to leave, they encountered a bunch of other Shinra guards, and towards the back, they saw that Denzel was captured. And that's where we pick up our current story.
One job.
Let's see. What would you all like to do?
So what the heck are you doing here?
So he's brought up by guards. Where the guards at? I'm sorry. By the elevator?
Yeah. To your left.
Oh, okay. They're just not there. Got it. Okay.
And you can see, Mel, from your area that Denzel seems to be like unconscious.
Is Reno and Rude? Are they both knocked out? Or are they both like looking hurt?
They're like knocked out in there as Mel's like finishing up tying them.
Mel kind of like points her finger at the guards. Hey, let him go!
They don't seem to respond. They just have their guns trained on the 3 of you.
You said there's 4 of them?
No, there's like 6.
Shit. Okay. I move closer to Mel and we're still okay. Game paused. Okay. I move closer to Mel and then just kind of pop out the stinger and kind of point it at Rude, like at Reno's head. Let's go. Rude. Rude pissed me off way more. At Rude's head. No.
It's actually
It's
Laura's turn because.
Are we still in
technically
initiative?
still in initiative?
Oh shit! I didn't know where. Where's the? Oh, okay. Oh, we're at the top of the order. Got it. I was so confused. All right.
So it's just a bunch of grunts. It's not like anybody important, right?
Not that you can see. I'll move you there for a second so you can kind of like.
Oh no.
And I think Lore is going to try to move closer.
As soon as you try and move, all of their guns are trained on you. No sudden movements there, miss.
Mel's just like, I'll give you sudden movements reaching for her wrench.
Guys, we may be in trouble here.
Now we could take them, she says, cracking her knuckles.
Yeah, but we
Bunch of
also
lowly
don't.
grunts.
We also don't want to put Denzel in any more danger.
True. Puts her wrench away.
Now Lore's gonna hold her actions, I think.
Okay. Male?
Yep, Mel's just gonna hold up her hands. Alright. Because I don't think there's any way we could take 6 grunts. Especially with, Johnny being a little hurt.
I don't know because like all my stuff got reset.
Oh.
So like as of right now I still have like, well, right now it's like I'm fresh as a daisy, but I know I shouldn't be sitting at full health. Okay.
Yeah, that's her action though. She's just gonna slowly hold her arms out like, okay. Alright. You got us.
Okay, in that case, we'll come out of initiative There we go. Sweet. As y'all are, easing down, the guards kind of position over to Denzel, and they're like, hand over Rude and Reno, and we'll hand over the kid.
Seems like pretty fair.
And she kind of like kicks Reno and Rude over to him like, hey you.
Okay. Not done that.
You have any better plan?
Well, I was gonna have them like stay there. We were just gonna like shuffle around each other, but it's too late now. Our shoot. Is Marlene still hiding?
Yeah, she hasn't come out through yet.
Okay. All right. Well, just you leave the boy at the you leave our boy at the elevator. We'll leave your boys where they are. And we'll just walk on out of here. You didn't see us. We didn't see you. Fair is fair. More bloodshed today.
The senior ranking guards out of them motions to like the lower ranking two in the front to grab Rude. They push Denzel over to y'all, and then they kind of like grab both of them and just start heading out the elevator, but they don't say.
Mel rushes over to Denzel. Hey, come on, wake up!
He's just like knocked out. He looks a little bit beat up.
Oh man.
You're gonna have to carry him out of here.
John moves over to Marlene. Marlene, do you it's the game's still paused. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Marlene, did you get the things we needed?
She nods. Mm-hmm.
All right, I think it's time we make a very quick exit before they decide to change their minds.
Mel is like trying to pull up Denzel by the arm, like she's having a little bit of difficulty. John, can you help?
John looks at him and like part of him doesn't, but part of him also realizes this is not about that. John grabs Denzel and trying to think how to carry him out of here where it doesn't look like him. Yeah. He slings one of Denzel's arms over his shoulder and stands up, picking Denzel up off his feet a little bit, being like, this may not work fully, but we'll make it work. And so he keeps one arm over his shoulder and puts his other arm around Denzel's waist to support him, and then is. All right, I think it's time we get out of here, don't you?
Couldn't have said it better. Let's go.
So eventually, the 5 of yous make your way out of the Shinra building. Oddly enough, without any other confrontation.
Yay!
Suspicious.
Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious.
Feeling that it might not be the best idea to go back to her apartment, Marlene kind of like drives all of you to just
Take us back down to the lower. Yeah, I was gonna say.
Edge City.
Take us back down to the lower side. Try to put a little distance between us and them. Not quite at my bar, but nearby it.
So, roughly 15 or so minutes pass of y'all driving, and she just like takes you to some unnamed street, off an alleyway, and kind of like parks the vehicle.
Alright, so we got the information. Right?
It did not go well.
I mean,
what
hey.
do you mean? We're all out of there with just a few more bumps and bruises.
I
Think
mean,
overall,
we all
we're
could be
alright.
dead.
Yes, we could be. We are lucky we were able to take Reno and Rude down. Those two are no joke.
They weren't so bad. John says as he's like rolling his shoulder, like grimacing in pain and discomfort.
Yeah, they weren't that bad. Mel's patting John on the shoulder.
He winces slightly. I mean, don't get me wrong, the rude guy could fucking punch you in the back of the head like no other, but one on one he wasn't so bad. So John gets Denzel out of the truck or out of the car and kind of props him up on the trunk a little bit. Has anybody got anything to help the old boy out here?
Let's see.
I mean, I got something, but I don't know how much he's gonna appreciate it. Not to mention, I'm not sure how Cloud and Tifa would feel about it.
Would you know about
You
Cloud?
Well, I mean, they explained who he was raised by.
I mean, they spoke about Tifa.
Oh, I thought they spoke about both of them.
I don't know.
Or was it? I could have sworn Marlene said it was like he was both of them raised him, which is why he was
The way he is.
Edgelord Jr.
Yeah, they said they were like some makeshift family. I remember it.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. Well, if nobody says anything.
I mean, I got this potion of greater healing.
Oh no, you save that. He pulls out a little bit of whiskey and kind of like pours it in his mouth just to see what happens. See if he wakes up to that.
Before you go dumping alcohol down, make a
Not a lot.
medicine check.
About a half shot.
Make a medicine check.
Just a medicine check. Got it. Let me actually do it in Foundry. Oh, don't worry. My mother did this for me all the time. And I came out perfectly fine.
So as John
There's a 5 help.
trying to
Oh
feed him this booze, Marlene stops him. Wait,
Half a shot.
wait, Mr. John, look at his arms. And you can see like needle marks. He's been drugged.
Oh
no! How
no.
the heck did he get drugged? Tranquilizer, maybe?
No, yeah, I'm not gonna be able to see that. Well, at least with my 5, I would. Oof. Well, never mind. You might need that potion now. John steps back, and as he does, he takes the swig of whiskey himself, and then caps it, puts it away.
Yeah, Mel's gonna use his potion of greater healing to heal Denzel.
You go to pull a potion out, and everyone make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, for fuck's sake! All right, we get it. You don't want him back on his feet. Jesus Christ.
10.
Oh wait, you said saving throw. Saving throw. Hey.
Here is okay.
Wait a minute. Wait a second. Alright, in Foundry that's broken. It should be a 13. In D&D Beyond, my saving throw, my con save is a +6. In Foundry, it's just a +3. So it'd be a 13 instead of a 10.
Wait, how do you do saving throws in Found?
You just click on it, and then it'll come up with an ability check or a saving throw. Sorry, 1 second.
Yeah, you just click on the word Constitution.
Oh, okay. Ha! 2.
Okay. So as you're all standing there, Denzel like springs to life, and kind of like an eruption of energy shoots out from him, and it pushes all of you about 10 feet back, and you take 4 points of bludgeoning damage. And then he stands there like looking at you all, and you notice there's like a glisten in his eyes. Familiar like Mako energy.
Alright, I'm back. Sorry, what happened?
Everyone
Mel's
took
just like
4 damage, and then
Okay.
got pushed back about 10 feet.
Good lord.
Mel gets to her feet. Denzel, are you all right?
His eyes. Those bastards, they've injected him with Genova cells.
I'm sorry, what?
If you ever look at the eyes of members of Soldier, they have those eyes.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Okay, well, is the any way to snap him out of it?
Not really.
Can't undo it.
It's more of a wait and see if his body takes it or not.
Well, damn.
Worst case scenario, he suffers from Mako poisoning.
But you know, not exactly a pleasant experience. Alright. I think we need to get back to the bar. Put him up and stash him in one of the back rooms to recover, and then we can start digging into whatever we recovered from Shinra. Anybody else has a better plan?
No, I'm game. Let's go see what information we got.
As you're getting back into the car, everyone make a perception check.
I don't want to. Never mind, I wanna. Oh, you just click those little buttons. Oh, okay. Never mind, I found how to add proficiency to your attributes. You see, I clicked the little bubble.
No, y'all don't notice. Okay. So you head back and you go to Johnny's bar. Sorry, Johnny's Heaven.
What round about what time of the day is it? Is it because like we left in the nighttime, correct?
No, you got there at the next morning.
I thought it was nighttime.
No, because the Shinra building opened the next morning.
Yeah, but
And before
we
y'all
had
could get
gone.
there, the building was attacked. So by the time y'all got there, it would have been morning.
Yeah, because I thought it got attacked because I thought we were in the middle of planning it the night prior. We were gonna do it we were gonna sneak in at night, and then it got bombed. So I thought we were sneaking in there at like
it
3,
was
4 in the morning.
It would have been roughly like 2 hours out before y'all would have been able to go in the first place. And then it got bombed on TV, and then you went from there. But you had essentially already driven the whole night, going back from McGar back to here anyway, so it was almost roughly morning.
Okay, so I guess what I'm getting at here is like be fucking exhausted. So we didn't sleep. So that's... All right. Well, I don't know about the rest of you, but I'm more than truly knackered.
Mel's already passed out, like in the back of the car.
So you arrive at Johnny's bar. Marlene kind of like looks. We kind of need to find out what's on this information, but we also need to rest.
Right, well, here's what we'll do. We'll put Denzel up in a room. We'll get a glance over at Mel.
Who's just like...
I'll carry her up to a room as well. Thor, how you doing? Or at least how you feeling?
I'm just trying to figure this all out.
Right, well, if you and Marlene want to try to start on it tonight, or I guess technically this morning, I'll throw a pot of coffee on and we'll crack on with it the best we can. Unless you want to try to get a bit of shut-eye first.
I don't feel safe sleeping just yet.
Alright, then it's settled. Marlene, do you mind, well, I mean, you can catch some shut-eye if you want to, but regardless, do you mind handing over the data to Laura so we can get started?
And she like hands over the freaking USB port to Laura.
Okay.
Thank you.
Hopefully by the time you wake up, we'll have some information for you. Alright, you start inside. I'll start carrying the sleeping ones in. He picks up Denzel, and then he's being very less like incognito about it. He just kind of throws him up over his shoulder.
Alright.
John walks him to the bar. Johnny, my boy, we're gonna need a couple rooms.
Oh, you all look like death. Yeah, sure. There's some rooms upstairs, and he kind of like motions at the stairs.
Mind unlocking the first two for me? It'll be kind of difficult finagling the key.
He nods and he goes up and he unlocks the doors and comes back down.
John kind of follows him up, and when he unlocks the first door, he very carefully goes into the room without smacking Denzel's head against the door frame, and then kind of gets him into the bed, like kind of treats him like that drunk friend who kind of passed out a little early. Like he kind of takes the guy's shoes off and then just actually like puts him in the bed, not just on it.
Mm-hmm.
All right, you stay here. Are there any like windows or anything in this building? Or in this room?
Not in this room, only because of spacing.
Okay, so there's no. That's my thing is like I just want to make sure there's no. Yeah, so the only way in and out of this room is through the door that I walked in. Cool. So I go and I lock. Yeah, I lock the door from the outside. He could still probably unlock it from the inside, but just to make sure no shenaniganry.
Oh wait.
I then head back down to the car and kind of pull Mel out. All right, lass, time to get you to bed. Come on now.
I don't want to go to school.
John just shakes his head. How are things I do for people? Picks her up bridal style, so not to like jolt her awake.
Oh wait.
Carries her, treats her in a very similar manner, like the drunk friend, just kind of shoes off, gets her in the bed. All right, Mel, get you some shut eye. And then closes the door on his way out.
Oh, okay.
Put little do not disturb signs on the door. Like he would have those. I don't know. Just... You put a sock on each door. How's that? That's universal. That's universal. After that, John kind of goes and searches for Lore where she's set up.
And Laura has the USB. Johnny, do you have a computer we can use?
Yeah, I mean, there's that one over there, but, it's pretty slow. I mean, I don't know why it would be slow, but, it might take a minute.
I'll use whatever we have available.
And he goes over and logs in. And yeah, it's pretty slow, but it manages to boot up.
And Laura inserts the USB and starts going through it.
Okay.
While this is is the bar open right now? Technically,
Not right now. It's still too early for.
okay,
serving
cool.
drinks.
I locked the front doors in case they weren't already locked. Like I locked the doors, kind of like pull down the blinds, like really make sure it looks like it's shut.
All right.
And then I put a chair up in between the two doors, and I just kind of like sit in the chair. All right, Laura, you work your magic. If you need anything, you feel free to let me know.
I'll let you know.
He just nods, and then he kind of tucks his chin into his chest and kind of like begins napping there, blocking the door with his body.
Vor, make a perception check.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Okay, yeah, that's right. You hear a sound from the back alley of Johnny's Heaven. Like
Laura
a
stops.
dumpster falling over or something. Well, dumpster container falling over or something.
Stops what she's doing and she goes to check it out.
You go outside and sure enough, there's like a crate or some sort that's been like knocked over.
And do I have to roll to see if I notice anything else?
You could do, now that you're out there, an investigation check. You see, like a puddle, and then there's like small footprints. Not big enough for human feet.
And raccoons.
Or just assumes it's some kind of small animal and she goes back inside.
Okay. As you go back inside, you see Johnny like standing looking at the ground with like a peculiar look on his face.
Is everything alright?
Have you ever seen one of these before? And he points at this awakened cat looking being that's standing there with the vest on. He's got like daggers and things. Another like he has like a dart, a wrist dart mechanical thing on his arm. He's got like goggles by his ears.
Shoot first, ask questions later. Who said that? Anybody say that?
I don't know who said that.
Like a weird whispering noise. Exactly. I don't know. I mean, I didn't say anything. Of course.
Yeah.
That'd be rude.
Right, would I roll a history check to see if I know what this thing might be?
Sure. You've read like records of awakened beings, whether they're cats or other animals or things of that nature, but you've never like seen one up close.
It looks like an awakened animal.
An awakened what?
It's basically like a stuffed animal or machine of some sort that's awake and alive.
And like Johnny looks over at the cat and he looks even more like confused. What does that mean?
Is the cat like conscious right now?
Yeah, he's just like
Okay.
standing there. Kind of like staring at them like they're really, really dumb.
Meow.
That sounds scripted to you. That sounds like a scripted meow, you lore.
Or looks at the cat. What are you here for?
Lord, you're supposed to be a little bit older before you become a crazy cat lady.
Can I say I love cats?
Yeah, I'm a fan of them too.
Lore, do these awakened things talk by chance?
I can just imagine
From
Mel just
what-
suddenly bursting through the door like, I am a cat.
From what I've read, they can talk.
That would have been a key point to mention before it started talking.
You know, I'm not like most cats. I like it when you leave a little bit more fresh food out here in the back.
He just kind of like starts walking off.
Okay, outside of the character here, what? Why am I here?
So you've been kind of tracking them since they left the Shinra building.
Okay. Do I know what they did inside the building?
Roll a.
Look.
Let me see. Roll a insight check.
Dang.
Yeah, you're not exactly sure what, but considering the building that they came out of, you kind of have an idea.
Okay. So what did you guys find in that building, huh? I was gonna go there myself, but there was a little bit too much heat for one.
Well, I haven't had a chance to look over what we found, so I don't have much of an answer for you yet.
Mind if I get a crack at it?
Trust the cat. What? I didn't say nothing.
What exactly do you want the information for?
You can trust me, we're on the same side.
That's what they all.
Am I even remotely like? Are they trying to be quiet in the main room that I'm sleeping in, or
I thought they were outside.
You say you're napping, right? No, they're inside.
they're like in the main bar? Yeah, like I kind of tuck my head, like I'm napping essentially. Yeah.
Roll a perception check.
Meow.
You're like just listening in, but you're not making a move either, left or right.
Laura's a bit skeptical, but she's also tired, and she knows they could use all the help they can get. So, she's going to allow him to take a crack at the USB.
Okay.
Oh, cool. Just for your
I
comfort,
guess.
I'm part of the undercover Wu-Tai units. I doubt you heard of them.
Roll a history check there, Mel. Or no, Lore.
Okay.
Yeah, you've heard him.
You know exactly who Uwu is.
Shinra might know who they are, I guess.
I've heard of you.
Oh.
I see you done your homework. Alright. Well then you know, I'm on your side.
Be my guest and take a crack at it.
So as the cat makes his way over to the computer, aside from the computer itself being relatively slow, it seems to be backed up with a bunch of stuff. It doesn't take him long to kind of crack into the files and kind of see what Marlene was able to uncover, and he comes across this file that's called The Last Ancient, and it's pretty well encrypted. It's going to take him a bit to kind of like decipher it and decode all the different firewalls that are on it.
Clickety clack.
While Laura's waiting, she takes a seat and she actually starts to doze off.
Johnny's like behind the bar and he's like not believing what he's saying, and he's just like taking a shot and then pouring another shot and then taking a shot and then pouring another shot. He's doing it slowly, but
Okay.
yeah.
Just for my own visual. So is Bite like a tabaxi with like normal hands, or is this thing like?
No, it's like if you had a cat and you put him on its hind legs and he was walking around and doing stuff.
I'm a
Okay,
cat.
Okay, no fingers. Got it. I'm
Well,
just
they
like,
have
is it just like
animated
paws?
fingers. They have about 4 hands, if I'm not mistaken. 4 paw fingers, but they can like grab on stuff and stuff. It's weird. You'd have to look up case list, but yeah.
I don't think I want to. I
It's
don't
like
think I want
Mickey
to ruin
Mouse
my search
hands.
history.
There you go.
So our thumbs
Got it.
are awakened as well.
Awakened thumbs. They're opposable.
Okay.
It's not just like computer cat, just like
That was the thing. I was like, is this like a tabaxi where it's like it's got hands, or is this thing like literally like just paws on a keyboard, just like?
yeah, it's not like a red 13 if that's what you
Got it. That's what I was kind of envisioning typing away, and I'm like, this has got to be he's got to be mistyping keys. Like, there's no way he's hitting these things precisely.
Johnny, is this your personal computer?
Yeah.
Just a little tip for you. You can clear the cache and cookies.
Oh. Yeah. Okay. And he like gulps down another shot. Let's see. This will take you roughly 4 hours to crack.
Yay.
Enough time for a short rest.
So during this time, if no one else has anything, you could do a short rest for your characters. If you used any of your materia, they get your 4 slots back, your 4 usages back on a short rest.
We remember our materials.
Huh?
So we recover the use of our materials.
Yeah, it goes back to 4 if you used any.
How do we change that on the sheet?
So if you click your sheet and you go to spell book and you edit your materia, you go to details. There should be limited uses,
Okay.
and then just switch that back to a 4.
Oh, I just took a short rest and I did it.
Yeah, I think if you do a short rest on your character
How
sheet,
you
so
do?
if you
How
click
you
it
do?
and you click under the hit dice, the S rest, it should apply a short rest to your character.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I see him. Okay. Ooh.
Yeah, so I rolled one of my rogue, hit die, get back that 4 health. So I'm staying pretty.
But eventually, after the 4 hours, the awakened cat is able to crack the code, and essentially it's a bunch of varying files related to the Cetra that indicate that there is potentially still another Cetra member on the planet currently.
So just how far away is the computer from where I'm sitting?
About 30 feet, like diagonally to your left. If you're facing, I imagine you're facing the bar, not the 2 doors that you're sitting by.
Yeah. Like my back's to the door.
Yeah.
Okay. Is there anything within reach of me, like ashtray on a table, anything like that?
Roll an investigation check. No. The way
Not that
you're
I can see.
positioned, you're too far away from anything aside from the chair that you're sitting on.
Okay. So I wake up to see a fucking awakened cat. To see a cat typing on the computer with
Roll
lore passed out on the
invest,
side.
History check. Yeah, you don't know what the fuck an awakened cat is.
Yeah, I don't know. Like that's why I was kind of looking to see if I could see something.
Good morning, sweetheart.
I would like to try to stealthily wake up so he doesn't notice me.
Roll
I would like my stealth versus his
check.
perception or something. Yeah.
Yeah, you're
It's
able
gotta
to. He's typing.
I was gonna say
away.
it's gotta be higher than his passive perception. So I kind of quietly like get up and then kind of like move behind him.
Mhm.
And then as I'm behind him, I will draw the stinger and kind of put it to the back of his neck.
Oh my god.
Roll a perception check. Bite.
Perception?
Yeah. Oh wait.
Yes. So I'm not attacking. Be very clear. I'm not stabbing him. I'm pressing the tip to the back of his neck. Now, what exactly would you be doing?
Oh, hey, what are you
Stand up.
doing?
Stand up slowly. Hands up. Hands up. Hands up. Hands up. I don't know who you are, but
Read
last
my
I
little
checked, there
claw.
weren't any cats on my team. So how about you just step away from the computer? And I'm kind of like, I'm like almost guiding him with the blade, like kind of digging it slightly to like make him kind of try to stand up.
So as he, carefully moves out of the way, you're able to read his vest and see the UWU abbreviation kind of like stenciled onto the tactical vest.
Can Mel come down the stairs after waking up?
Meow?
A constitution check? Just a flat constitution check?
Me?
Yes.
Now I wouldn't. Oh wait, does he have ooh on the back?
No, on the front.
Oh well, I'm
Oh
not.
my gosh.
I'm not having him turn around.
Okay.
I wouldn't have him turn around. That's like asking for him to attack me.
Then what are you?
I'm kind of like guiding him away from the computer, like kind of. Now, why don't you explain to me what you're doing here? He kind of looks over at Lore and he's like, "You wouldn't happen to have done anything to my lass there, would you?"
How about you lower your weapons, and I'll tell you what I figured out.
I don't believe that was the question I asked. Is Johnny seeing any of this?
Johnny's like drooling by the bar. There's a half-empty shot glass.
Oh, he's like, okay, he is incapacitated.
What do I roll to see if Lore wakes up?
Just a
Probably
constitution check.
Constitution.
Straight constitution. You start to like groggily wake up. Perhaps the sound of the chair moving and sliding away.
And a very, yeah.
Kind of like catches your attention.
Now, why don't you tell me? Now, why don't you tell me who you are, and then we'll go from there.
No need to worry there, John. I'm Bite. I work with the undercover Wutai units. Have you heard of it?
He presses it slightly tighter against the back of your neck. I don't believe I remember giving you my name there, sport.
Ah, you didn't. I've been following you guys. I know things.
That's probably
Yeah,
not
you're
something
making
you
it.
should tell him.
You're really making it real difficult for me to want to lower this. You understand that, right?
Would he know what the undercover Wutai
you
unit
still would
is?
know who the undercover Wutai agents are, and you know that they're not friends with Shinra.
Yeah, but at the same time, I don't know what the fuck he is doing at this bar, and he's just saying that he's been following us for a little while, so I'm kind of...
Gotta put logic to logic.
Well, no, I'm putting logic to logic as far as, like...
are ninjas, like, they're gonna be stealthy as fuck, and they're gonna know stuff.
Well, no, I'm not...
Mel comes down the stairs.
I'm not doubting him being able to follow us. It's more of, I don't know why he was following us. And him saying, "Oh no, I'm totally on your side," as I know your name and all these other things. Like, I don't know. It's like now I'm debating. I was like, is the kid being hunted from both sides? Like,
I offered my services with this drive, and Lore handed it over.
So I rolled an 18 for a Constitution. So
Yeah,
Mel
you
comes
make
down
your
the
way
stairs. She's like yawning. Oh God, I slept like a rock. Hey, good morning, John. She sees Bite. Oh my gosh, it's a kitty! She like runs past John, picks up Bite, and starts like hugging him. Oh, he's so cute. Oh my goodness, Johnny, did you get a cat?
Johnny's just like drooling. So
yeah, Johnny's like passed out the bar. John is. When hearing, just to break a little bit of the tension here, so that way it's less like I'm going to accidentally stab him. Accidentally, he says with heavy air quotes. As Mel is like, oh my gosh! Like, John kind of like pulls the knife slightly away from the back of Bite's neck.
Or she swoops in and grabs him and cuddles him. Oh my goodness, aren't you just the cutest? She's like holding Bite up and she sees the vest he's wearing. Oh my gosh, and he's wearing clothes!
How big is Bite?
He's like a normal sized cat, isn't he?
Bigger than a cat, but roughly the same size.
Yeah.
Oh, so this is a tiny little fucking thing. Oh shit, I was expecting this dude to be like 4 foot at least. I was expecting this thing to... Oh my god, so this
gosh,
that
Paul, if you do
completely
not watch
breaks my
Advent
head.
Children after this episode.
Oh, this totally, now that doesn't make any, I would have just grabbed this fucker by the scruff of the neck. I wouldn't have even bothered with a knife. I thought this person was like halfling size. I didn't realize this thing was like 1.5 feet, maybe.
Well, you saw a cat sitting on a stool typing on a computer.
That's why I was trying to understand earlier, because I was basing this strictly off of like Red 13, and Red 13's at least like big, so I assumed that was like your size. I didn't realize you. Fuck, we gotta have a character description next time. We gotta break that down a bit more for me.
Awakened cat, same as Kate Sith, aka the little cat that rode on Red 13 in the Advent Children movie that you didn't watch yet.
I think the description is in D&D Beyond, but not.
Yeah. I don't think you can read descriptions for other people's characters, though.
All right, long story short, it is... Okay, so this is a cat... Okay, that breaks exactly what I was doing. Okay, right.
I mean, it still worked for the situation.
Yeah, it still worked.
It still worked, but it was like, in my head, what I was envisioning was not at all what was being... Oh, that totally broke. Oh, I'm sorry. That just broke me. That broke me. Okay. Bringing it back in. You know this little furball.
What do you mean? He's a cat. He's adorable.
As it
Same to you, dog.
as you're like spinning the cat around, being like that. That's when I see the ooh, like actually being like, okay.
He did tell you.
John retracts the dart. Well, yeah,
Wutai units.
Yeah, he said it, but at the same time, I'm like, I don't fucking believe this. I guess it's a fucking talking cat. Once again, this totally breaks everything that I was thinking was happening. Lore woke up, right? If she didn't wake up, she had to have heard Mel go, oh my god!
Yeah, well, before Mel came down, Laura was just rubbing her eyes, and now she's pretty awake.
Yeah.
As Mel's like spinning, hugging Bite, like close to her, like, oh my god.
Glad.
Bite has the little angry vein on his forehead with his eye twitching.
Oh my gosh, you are such the cutest! Laura, can we keep him?
Well, he's not a pet. You might want to put him down.
Not a pet, he's a cat.
But they don't like the
an
cuddle
awake-
though, but can you please put me down?
As he's talking, she like looks at him. Oh my god. You can talk?
Meow?
Oh my god, can we keep him, Laura?
Mel, he's an awakened animal. It's not the same thing as an actual cat.
We still keep him?
He was helping me with the computer.
Really?
So could we please put him down?
She just puts Bite down like at this like disappointed look. Okay. Sets Bite down. So you got a name?
Yeah, the name is Bite.
That is so cute.
Sorry for dozing off on you. Did you find anything out, Bite?
Found out something real interesting.
Is John just like baffled by all
John is baffled beyond belief at how these two are so trusting to a ninja cat that just waltzed in here.
I mean, you forget Mel has an obsession with Moogles.
Like
So-
Mel, okay, let me rephrase this. Mel being on board, no problem whatsoever. Lore being on board is what's setting John back a step. Like, I get that we're no longer associated with Shinra, but at the same time, not everybody, like, just because, oh, I don't work for them anymore, doesn't mean that the people who work for the other team are gonna be cool with what we did.
So, because Lore rolled higher than you did as far as understanding what Wutai agents are and things of that nature, she's a bit more familiar as far as, like, what their inner dealings are against Shinra. So she
Yeah, 'cause
probably is more
I'm assuming
trusting
John-
towards them
yeah.
because she just knows that they were, like, more or less a heavy threat when she worked with Shinra.
Yeah, I'm assuming John knew ooh as more of like just like go out, murder a thing, come back kind of thing. Like that was, he was like,
Yeah,
oh yeah,
he-
we do the same thing that Uwu does. Like we just go, we murder, we come back. Like that was.
Yeah,
So
you
that's
probably
why
think of him as like a
John's like,
terrorist group.
no, thank you. Like nah. You're not killing me that easy. Anyway,
Catnip!
well, fuck, man. Just, now that I know you're like maybe 10 pounds, I'm gonna be yeeting you. Fucking boom. Talk shit, get punted.
If you get taken out by an awakened cat, John,
Oh, it's gonna happen. I've talked way too much shit already. Like that cat is gonna just choke me out in my sleep. Like I'm gonna be asleep and that cat is gonna like somehow manage to wrap its body around my neck and just like
No, he's into the long con. He'll just start spraying all your stuff.
I'll kill
Gosh.
you. I'd murder you. No, like, haha, I'm gonna kill you. Like, no, and actually kill you. Physically stop your heart from beating. Anyway, right. Where were we? Oh yes. All right,
Next
so
time you pull that thing at the back of my head, if you get behind the ear a little bit,
I was just like, can I pet you?
of course you can pet me. Get behind my ear a little bit. John missed that.
She's just like scratching behind his ear. He's so cute.
easily distracted. Lady Magicians.
So, I'm assuming you all know what I mean when I say the Cetra, right?
Yes, that would be the ancients.
You're not going to believe the information I just found on that drive. It says there might still be one.
Might
And-
be a what?
An ancient.
What did it say again? Did it say like where or who they think it might be?
No, they're still trying to discover the whereabouts, but basically they are getting signal feedback from the planet that's saying that there is potentially another ancient being on the planet.
And Lore putting 2 and 2 together. I wonder if they suspect that Denzel might be ancient.
I mean, he doesn't look ancient.
An ancient doesn't mean that he would look ancient. An ancient is a race of people that is thought to have been wiped out.
Oh.
The ancients, Shinra believes, could lead us to the promised land. And if they're looking for ancients again, it means they're up to their old tricks.
So knowing Shinra, you know the first thing they're going to do is try to get rid of this guy. Or take control of it.
Yeah. Can't allow it.
We wouldn't injecting one of the ancients with a bit of Mako be kind of a sort of a bit of a downside. Oh, you know, kind of poisoning one of the ancients might not necessarily pan out for him, right?
Pan out for who?
Really, there's more to this, and we've only scratched the surface.
John goes to find Marlene. And kind of like, you know, obviously she'd want to know about this information.
Marlene's like leaned up against the wall, waiting outside of Denzel's room.
I kind of like gently like tap her arm. Marlene.
Oh, sorry, I must dozed off.
Yeah, don't worry about it. You're fine. We got a new friend downstairs, as well as they got a bit more information. Might want to head down there and see what they're all about. I'll check on Sleeping Beauty in there.
Okay. She like stands up and makes her way downstairs.
John goes in the room. I assume Denzel's hopefully still in the bed.
Yeah. He's just like
Okay.
Okay, this isn't Curse of Strahd, okay?
Look. I'm making sure the tropes aren't carrying over.
Night of the Body Hunters.
It's like actually he fell through the floor and he's now like there's a pool of green by the bed. That's it. What? Anyway, I go. Does he look any different? Like any paler? Like sweating? Anything crazy?
No, just like passed the fuck out.
Is he still knocked out?
Kind of.
Like I go kind of give him a little shake. Like
yeah, like he's not gonna wake up.
I open up one of his eyes. Is it still looking like super soldiery, or is it like?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm making sure like it doesn't look like it's getting. I don't want to say worse, but like.
What does worse look like?
I mean, I'm assuming like crazier, like it's not like his eye isn't going like some weird, super crazy colors, but it's also not fading. Okay. I don't know. Maybe his body processes it. Look, I'm not even. John nor Paul fully understand how Mako in the bloodstream works.
Hey, that's only because Paul hasn't schooled himself.
Because I don't have time to play
Technically,
through
John should
17 Final
probably
Fantasy
know
games.
What soldier people look like?
Well, he knows what soldier people look like. That doesn't mean that he understands what's going to happen when you just inject Mako into a random kid who may or may not be an ancient.
That's a bit of a stretch, but okay.
Bit of a stretch. You just heard that they think he's an ancient. So like, all right, let's see what the fuck happens when you inject an ancient with Mako.
You get a separate.
Is what it seems like happened here. Anyway, so the eye looks the same, so he still looks soldier. I close the door and once again lock it from the outside. And then head back down to the stairs with the rest of the group.
Marlene's made her way down there before. Kind of sees Mel like ear scratching bite. How long was I asleep?
A little bit. Marlene, isn't he the cutest? Holds up Bite.
Yeah. Who is he?
This is Bite. He's with the undercover Wu-Tai units.
You don't always have to pick me up, you know.
I'm sorry, I can't help it. She's gonna put some down. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay. And then around that time, John comes down.
All right. Well, the kid looks to still be, well, he's still out. And he still looks like the Mako still. Is it Mako or Mako? Now I'm in my own head about how to say that word.
We'll go with Mako if I can remember.
Okay. Seems Mako's still in the system. So if he is or was an ancient, then I don't know exactly what the problem would be if they injected him with it. Some tells me it's not necessarily going to be a good thing.
Nothing
Don't-
Shinra is good.
Yeah, but I've seen
Don't-
enough soldiers kind of lose their mind with a bit of Mako in their system to know that kind of not just want to inject any Bob, Sue, or Dan who walks down the street with Mako.
Wait, so you're telling me that Shinra had their hands on this kid and then they gave him back to you?
Yeah.
You know,
That
when you
seems
say it
a
like
bit
that, it
strange
sounds
to me.
real. Yeah, actually, when you say it like that, it kind of comes off real not okay.
It is strange, so I wonder if they suspect him of being an ancient, but maybe found he isn't.
John pokes his head out the window. Does he see, or like kind of like peeks through the blinds a little bit? There's not like Shinra cars all over the place just waiting,
No.
right? Okay.
Yeah.
Like, man,
was
that's
gonna-
man, we fell right in line with that trap.
I mean,
But
4
we gotta
hours
look
afterward,
for-
I would have been like done. Surrounded,
They
freaking
yeah. Oh, I know.
wiretapped.
As I say, something tells me Reno and Rude are gonna be back on their feet and ready for payback. So it's like, Robu shouldn't be here anymore. Anyway. Well, regardless, based on you got any idea of where they're thinking the ancient could be? Or are they legitimately thinking it's the boy upstairs?
There was no information on that on the drive, just only that there was a source. But no location for the source.
Well, of course there is. Of course there wasn't. Too easy otherwise. Yeah, John's got nothing.
If Denzel is an ancient, he would be capable of talking with the planet.
We need to talk to him, see if he remembers what they did to him.
Well, he's still passed out, so it's gonna be a little while.
Well, hopefully he wakes up soon.
Well, in that case, wake up that drooling guy over there. I want some milk.
As soon as you say
Oh my
that,
gosh, you want
hear
milk?
not the face, huh? Johnny like almost falls out of his seat. He looks up.
No, no offense,
Morning,
Bite.
sleepyhead!
I don't think he's gonna have milk at the bar.
Cat?
Bite's gonna walk over to him on all fours and meow to see if he can just trick him to thinking that didn't happen yesterday.
And he like looks at his shot glasses and the half-empty bottle. I really need to lay off this stuff. Wait a second, why are you wearing clothes?
Johnny, could you just get the cat some milk?
Sure, right away. And he goes in the back kitchen and comes back. And he just pours it in a shot glass and hands it over to
I imagine Bite is sitting on the bar with his feet hanging off, sipping from a shot glass.
And Mel just has her phone, and she's just like, you know how people like take videos of their cats?
Doing the most mundane things, yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I do.
Well, now that has bled into this fantasy world.
Oh yeah, Mel's taking all the pictures.
I feel
You
like
are so cute!
when Cloud and Tifa and the others came across Case Sith, it wasn't this big of a deal. Like he was walking around on a giant Moogle contraption, and they were just like, "Yeah, join our party."
Look, one, that was a video game. They had to move the plot along, and it seems this is what happens when you introduce a small cat into a thing. You knew this was going to happen. Anyway. So, Marlene. What's, think you can do anything with this with the rest of Avalanche?
I mean,
Avalanche is still a thing at this point, right?
not really. I mean,
Shit.
my dad doesn't really do that these days. Since Shinra hasn't really been up to anything, more than usual, they've all kind of drifted apart from each other. Make a perception check, John, and anyone that is not facing the computer.
I'm still taking pictures of the cat.
I was gonna say, sometimes Mel would not be paying any fucking attention right now.
Okay. So essentially, from the shadows, like close to the door, just where like an off shadow is put, mostly from like the blinds or whatever being pulled down, a man just like walks out, and he has this like wispy, velvety cloak that kind of like wraps around him. And his face is kind of covered.
He doesn't have a coffin with him, does he?
No, not presently. It's in his other cloak. And he looks at all of you. Marlene, are these your friends? And Marlene kind of like turns and she's like, Vincent? How long have you been here? And then she looks at John. He's a friend.
Just so I'm clear, just so I understood that what you just described, you said he just stepped out of a shadow?
Pretty much, yeah.
Like,
Bad.
wasn't like hiding in a shadow. Wasn't like hiding
Just
in the corner of the room. Just like teleported out of a ship.
pretty much.
Okay, I'm just making sure what is happening in my brain is what is happening in the
If
game.
your brain's not broken yet,
It was kind of broken whenever I thought I had a knife to the back of a tabaxi, and it turns out I just had my knife to the back of a house cat.
that needs to be drawn. I'm not saying like immediately, but like,
I don't. It doesn't even. Here's the thing, right? It doesn't have to be the whole thing. It could literally just be John's arm with the knife, and then just bite on like hands on a computer screen, like oh shit, like
Say no more.
just from the side profile, just being like oh shit. And that better be a look of surprise in Bite's eyes. You don't try to play that shit off like, oh, I'm totally cool. Like, no. You didn't know shit, and you had a knife to the back of your neck. Do not play like you were calm and cool and collected. Revisionist history in the artist over here. Anyway, John initially was like about to pop the knife or about to pop the stinger, and then like as soon as you like Marlene is talking normally, John immediately is like, okay. Does John know of Vincent in any way, shape, or form?
roll a history check. No, hold my breath. Yeah. It seems familiar.
Nat 20 for a 19.
Yeah, you've heard of Vincent before. You know of him as an ex-Turk as well.
Fucking Shadow Walker. There's Shadow Walker Vincent.
But you've like never met him, if that's any consolation.
Holy fucking he's not
He's like a
fangirling, but at the same time, that's the thing.
John.
He's not fangirling, but at the same time, he's like, he actually I thought like I look over at I look over at Lore. Yeah, I ain't gonna fucking. I always thought like when they said, "Oh, like he's the fucking Shadow Walker," I just assumed he was fucking stealthy. I didn't know he fucking actually walked out of damn shadows.
John was losing his shit.
How the fuck's that even? How does that even fucking work? You know, and like John's saying this very hush hush, but eventually he's like, I don't even fucking. And now he's just listening.
And so it'll appear that you all made a ruckus, a little more than I did.
We're responsible for the explosion then.
Yep, that would be me.
Oh man, and you didn't invite us?
I'm sorry. I don't know who you are.
Fair enough.
Well, we're a fan of your work.
John just kind of glanced at him like this. When he said "we," I'm like, "Who the fuck?" John is still not super fan of the cat, but at the same time, it's very much like I'm outvoted here, but at the same time, not a cat person.
We as in my organization, not you.
Oh no, you ain't gotta instruct. No, John doesn't say that. John just kind of glanced over like "we," and then just went back to it. Like,
Yeah. Or just looks at Vincent and she introduces herself. I'm Lore Verdant, ex-Turk.
Vincent Valentine.
John just kind of waves. John Armstrong, ex-Turk as well.
Mel.
Johnny! Oh, sorry, Mel.
I love how that worked. That is how that scene actually played out. We're not redoing that one.
No,
That's
we're
how
not.
That happened.
Oh my gosh. Yep, I'm Mel, and this is our cat Bite.
Once again, now he glances over at fucking Mel. Our cats? doesn't say it, just says it with his eyes, like, our cat, and then just kind of goes back to it.
Just let it happen, John.
John's gonna have an arc. John's gonna have an arc. To understand.
So, were any of you able to find out anything?
Shinra's looking for ancients again. They believe that there's another one still here.
Right. Well,
Suspect that they thought Denzel might be one.
Denzel.
Captured him, but they handed him back to us.
Where is the boy now?
Upstairs.
Sleep.
They've injected him with Genova cells.
And with that, like, normally Vincent's expression doesn't change too much, but you can kind of see his eyes, like, widen slightly, but then go back to neutral, no emotion face.
Can I make a perception check or sight?
To, like, see if you could see that, or?
Yeah.
You could see it. I mean, as long as you can see him, and you, like, aren't still getting cat videos.
No, she stopped, but she does have bite in her arms right now.
How? He is on the counter!
It's like why it's called. She walked over and picked
my
the cat up.
gosh, I cannot even stop picking up the cat. It's not a cat.
Bite and Mel are gonna be the best
Put the
friends.
cat fucking down. He's just trying to drink his milk.
But Mel's just like, something on your mind? To Vincent.
And he, like, looks at you as he starts walking towards the stairs. I'm going to go check on him.
Hey, I'll come with you. Enjoy
you
your
still
milk
have-
bite!
I was
Puts
about to
bite
say.
on the counter.
Someone needs a taser for this woman.
I'm sorry.
I'll just
How
wait
do I
for the
not
next
get picked up
next-
by
next
another
for the
character
Stroud.
every 2 seconds?
Just wait
Taser!
till Stroud. Just wait till Stroud.
Oh my god. So Vincent starts slowly walking up the stairs.
And Mel follows after him.
John,
Gets to
I'm
the
not-
top, and
yeah.
he's like, which room?
Should be that one.
He goes to open the door, and I think the door's still locked.
Huh, why is the door locked?
John at the bottom of the stairs. So that way not anybody can just waltz in. He tosses the key up to her.
Mel,
Thanks,
you watch
John!
as you catch the keys, and you look back, and Vincent's not there.
I was like, I know, like, why is he walking? I'd be flexing that teleportation everywhere. It'd be like Nightcrawler, just vamping everywhere for no reason.
And Mel's just like, wait for me!
Freaking love Vincent.
This is so cool.
And
The cat actually says that.
the door just opens from the inside, and he's just like standing there looking at Mel with the key.
I hold up the key. I got the key. You could have just... No? Okay.
And he just like turns and goes like
And Mel's just like, real smooth, Mel. Real smooth.
How long has he been like this?
Since early this morning?
Right.
Something wrong with him?
And he kind of like looks over Denzel. He has Mako cells in him.
Yeah, we kind of noticed that before we got to the bar.
This isn't good.
Obviously not.
This.
There anything we can do?
Generally, when Mako cells are in your body, that's pretty much it. All we can do
So-
is wait, more or less.
So there's no way to get it out of his body, huh?
I'm afraid that's not how it works. And he kind of like stands up.
Damn the Shinra bastard. So what's the game plan now?
And he like pulls out his phone.
Who ya calling?
And he looks at you. Friends. And he like dials a number. Puts phone
Like-
to ear.
Good friends? Or like best friend?
He looks at you while the phone's ringing. Just friends. Tifa.
So you don't have any.
It's Vincent. Yes. No. It's Denzel. Shinra got to him. Right. Yes. 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 Okay then. And he like hangs up.
What did Tifa say?
I think she's coming here. Shall we go join the others?
Yep.
Okay. And he kind of like gestures for you to go out first.
And yep, she leaves the room.
Alright. And Vince is already downstairs.
And Mel's just like looking back behind her and then to where he's at. How do you do that?
Do we like freak out from him popping up out of nowhere?
From like a complete other shadow on the other side of the wall that no one's really looking at, he walks out and like you catch out of your peripherals him from there. Tifa should be arriving here eventually. She has a bit of a drive.
Eventually, I need to recover my bike.
Oh yeah.
Where's your bike at, Lore?
It's at Mel's. Because remember, we took her vehicle to get to Shinra's so that nobody would recognize Lore's bike.
Oh yeah, it's at Marlene's house or her apartment.
Yeah, it's at Marlene's, yeah.
It's at Marlene's.
My truck though is definitely at Mel's.
So is mine.
Whose?
Johnny's. Johnny
No,
and
it's-
John's truck.
No, that's definitely John's truck.
What?
John stole the truck from a Shinra guy.
Yeah. And
That's definitely
Johnny
John's
dropped
truck.
off his truck for mail.
Oh, there's two different trucks. Sorry.
Yeah.
I thought you were trying to say that we had the same truck, and I was like, no.
It turns out.
No,
to
this
be
was
the
actually
same
John.
truck.
We just slightly different shades of red. Just slightly like Like Johnny's is just slightly more faded than John's, just because the Shinra guy like cared about his truck just a little too much instead of his marriage. I mean, what? I'm not building a backstory for that poor Shinra agent whose life I ruined. Look, maybe that's why, you know, those rumors going on were so easy to start. Anyway, well, I think we can Laura should be able to go get your bike. I think my truck's still over at old Mel's garage.
Yes, it is.
As Mel comes down the stairs.
How the heck do you do that? Like, Vincent.
Johnny like looks from Mel to Vincent, from Vincent to Mel, from Mel to Vincent, from Vincent to Mel. It's just a thing I do.
You know, you could really scare the bejeeks out of somebody by doing that.
Not wrong.
You're
Did
not
Johnny
gonna
hear
stop, are
that
you?
Tifa's coming over?
What was that?
Did Johnny hear that Tifa's coming over?
Yeah. And Johnny looks at Mel and he's like, Mel? Were you able to work on my truck any today? Just asking. I mean, I know I just dropped it off this morning, but...
No, I should probably actually get started on that, huh?
I mean, maybe...
Let me know when you guys come up with a plan. I'm gonna be at the shop.
I mean, it's a pretty far walk.
That's why we got phones.
Well, I thought we walked over there originally. Or we walked. I don't know.
I think drove. Well, initially, Mel walked from the bar back to her.
Yeah, because she had a little too much of the milk before trying to drive, so she must have walked. Okay. Well, I think I'll join you. I'll try and get my truck back. And then I'll come back to here. We'll head from there and get your bike back, Laura.
Do you want me to drive you all?
Wait, I thought Mel's going back to her shop because Johnny left his truck there.
Yeah, but Marlene drove you all here in her car. So the only vehicle that's presently here is Marlene's.
But the shop isn't that far from the bar, though. Her shop is only like, I don't know, not even a block.
Yeah, you made it sound like originally, like episode 1 or 2, you made it sound like it was like a 5-minute walk, maybe.
About 10 minutes, yeah. Not too far.
We'll walk it. Let's just walk it.
Yeah.
Enjoy the day.
Are you going to fix the truck there? Is that what you're going to do?
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah, she's gonna fix Johnny's truck. John is just getting his. We gotta come up with another name for the bartender. We gotta come up with Johnny.
Johnny's Canyon.
Johnny's truck is getting worked on. John's truck is
the
fine.
whole
He just
point
stashed it
of
there.
why all the trucks. Johnny's just
John's
like
truck's over there
mimicking
just because he
everything
dropped it
John
off.
does, only to make it more convoluted for you to explain whose truck in particular we're talking about.
I'm gonna put I'm just gonna fucking spray paint something that Denzel would have spray painted on the Shinra vehicles, because obviously that's what Shinra wants him for. Don't you remember? Yeah, Denzel was the one drawing. He was spray painting the John Thomas on all the Shinra cars. Yeah, remember? That's canon too.
I remember it.
Yeah, so John walks out with Mel towards the shop.
Okay.
But I asked Mel, "Hey, do you mind if I help you? I got a little bit of skill with the technology. I'm waiting to hear back from headquarters."
Tell me the cat's gonna work on the truck.
Just the wiring part.
I'm sorry. I'm just envisioning a cat with a wrench in its mouth trying to put it on a bolt.
Why would it
and
be
it's
in
just
his mouth?
because I'm
No one
okay.
puts wrenches in their mouths.
We both know that's a fucking lie.
Okay, besides savages.
Besides savages who need to.
Besides,
Yeah.
why would he have a wrench in his mouth if he does electrical work?
You got it. Sometimes you got to pop a cover off that you got to take a bolt out for to get to the cover.
With a screwdriver?
Maybe you got to take off an 8-0 clamp and the bit in the Phillips head is stripped out, so you got to just use a wrench for it. Yeah. I'll go round for round with you.
A giant freaking bolt.
I didn't say it was going to be a giant wrench. I just said a wrench. It'd be funny.
There is.
Anyway, moving on from the visual of a cat trying to fix a truck.
I love it.
So yeah, eventually the three of you make it back to the shop.
Is John's truck still there?
Yeah, it's just like parked where inside the building where Mel told him to put it.
If I'm not mistaken, we did remove all serial numbers from the truck before we went on our merry adventure.
Sure.
You did.
Yes. Thank you. I love how it's like we had somebody who was like, I watched it. Yes, you definitely did.
Yes,
That.
I watched it.
Good.
This is
John's memory is very, very good.
This way it stops the DM from being like, I don't think you did that. It's like, up, video evidence.
There's not a
We have
highlight
a-
of it. Doesn't count.
We got a lore cat, and then start putting them on YouTube. Anyway, never mind. I didn't say that, Stacks. Don't start. I know you. Don't start doing that.
I'm already halfway in.
God. All right. So John kind of hops in his truck. All right. So you guys are working on that. I'll go get Lore. We'll go get her bike. Then we'll meet you all back at the bar, and we'll figure out where we're gonna go from there. Sound like a plan?
Sounds good. Stay safe.
Yeah. Where's the fun in that? Just watch out for the furball. Make sure he doesn't. I don't know. Curiosity and killing him. He starts the truck and ends up leaving the garage.
Mel and Bite make performance checks to see how long it's gonna take to fix this truck.
Oh boy.
Performance.
Charisma? Okay.
Yeah, charisma.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Oh my goodness gracious.
Nice.
Okay.
Sweet. So you're going to pick up Lore.
Yeah, I'm gonna grab Laura and then we're gonna.
Why didn't you
Go
just
get
bring
her.
Lore with you? So then you just.
She didn't want to come. She did say so. I don't
She
know.
wanted now come for you to pick her up to go to.
To go get her bike because we talked about
Marlene
this.
just drop her off at her house while
Is
y'all
Marlene
went
going
home.
back to her house, or is she still sitting there talking with Vincent, waiting on Tifa?
Marlene, would you like to take Lore to your house? Sure, why not? Lore, would you like to come with me to go to my
Hey,
apartment
DM,
so I
DM,
can
don't get
your-
pissy. Don't be bitchy with me. Don't
I'm
be
not
bitchy with
I'm
me.
just saying, what
That
the
sounds awful
logisticals would
bitchy.
be about this. So while they left, Marlene drove Lore to get her bike, and then they're making their way back. So
John
roughly,
pulls
y'all
up
are
the bar.
getting back to the bar about the same time.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, John kind of parks it more in the back of the parking lot, kind of like still tucking it away just in case. Even though he's changed all the stuff on it, there's you never know. You never know.
Johnny like pokes his head out in the alley. Is that my truck?
Does it look like your piece of shit? No, this is my truck. Get out of here.
It looks like my truck.
Yes, it does look like your truck, except your truck, your truck, looks like it's something that hasn't been taken care of. Unlike this one, which thankfully, the person who had it before actually took care of it.
sure that's not my truck.
He looks at John. Knee.
He looks at Johnny's knees.
Yeah, I look at Johnny's knee.
Don't you dare! And he like runs back into the bar.
John just smiles, locks the truck, and then walks inside. And then just kind of like sits at the bar and kind of just waits for Tifa and the rest.
Marlene and Laura with her bike arrive not too shortly after.
Thanks for bringing me back, Arlene.
No problem. And Mel's able to get the truck going.
Eureka! She says she's got like soot all over her and she's got a
Please
couple
let me
like
steer.
these square like bandages on her face because she got like cut up while working on the truck.
Oh no.
Bite's playing video games somewhere in the corner.
He's already done with his part.
All right. Well, I think Johnny's gonna be happy with this. His truck is good to go. We can get this back to the bar.
What do you say you let me steer?
Sure, go for it. Throws in the keys.
Why is she so trusting?
Because he's adorable.
There is no
He cannot
fucking
reach
way.
the pedals.
Thank you.
I-
I was about to be like, look,
No.
I can suspend disbelief with stepping through shadows and a cat typing.
You didn't
Because
hear
I
me.
guess it has-
I said let me steer. I obviously know I can't reach the pedal, but I can move the wheel.
Ooh, got him.
No, I know what was happening.
I know what he
I'm
said.
still
That doesn't
saying
mean that
like
Mel made it sound like she just like hopped in the passenger seat.
Oh
no,
no,
Mel, she probably
but he can
thinks
start the car.
We're totally gonna wreck Johnny's truck.
Oh no.
Now this-
While they're trying to make their way back.
Please don't crash it.
I'm crashing.
You do not crash, no.
You're not paid yet. That's why you will not crash.
So Johnny's like in the mirror, he's like fixing his hair. You see him like brushing his teeth real quick, like spritzing on some type of like cologne. And he looks over at John. How do I look? Too much? Too little? Come on.
John just kind of smiles and he's like, "You look fantastic."
Ah, yeah. I do.
Knowing that Johnny needs all of the help that he can get.
He's just like standing there smug.
Tifa is so out of his league, it's not even funny. They're not even in the same sport. It is that bad.
But it's Tifa. Like Tifa loves everybody.
Oh no, John's not saying this.
Oh, okay. So
John's just thinking this. Like this is all in his head. Like there's no way this guy's gonna be able to pull Tifa. But you know,
Male
might have
and
crushed his
Bite
dreams.
make it back to the bar with no real hiccups.
no crashing.
There was a grandma that almost, you know.
Oh no! The same grandma that was yeeted, was it?
But she like hurried up. She was like, "This isn't my day, not today." You ever see a grandma run across the street?
Oh
But yeah, you two make it back to the bar.
no! We're back.
John just kind of raises his glass at him. Glad to see you made it. Still got all your fingers and toes.
And pause.
John just kind of
He's
like
such a
glances.
good driver.
I
John
almost
cocks
can
an
guess
eyebrow at
everyone's
that. Like,
expression kind of like widens a little bit. What?
John
Yeah, he
goes.
totally drove.
John goes to ask, like, what the hell, and then stops himself. You know what? Never mind.
Or just shakes her head.
Marlene smiles. So about another 5-10 minutes pass, and you hear a knock at the door.
Or answers the door.
Is Johnny here?
Yes.
And like Tifa walks in. Johnny, I'm pretty sure when I said I wanted you to give Denzel a job, I didn't mean for you to get him captured by Shinra, but where is he? And Johnny like points upstairs. He's sleeping, and he like looks at the rest of y'all sleeping, right? Upstairs. And she kind of like nods and like goes upstairs.
Technically, he is sleeping.
I'd say more a bit more passed out, but at the same time, it's all the same, really. Eyes are closed and he's not conscious.
Or is Laura's going to follow Tifa upstairs?
As you, Mel didn't like lock it back when she left out, did she?
No.
Okay. As you make it up there, she's just like sitting next to Denzel's bed. She kind of has his hand in her hands.
Sorry, we tried to keep him safe.
No, it's not your fault.
It's Johnny's fault.
I mean, in all honesty, it kind of is. You break it down to brass tacks. If Johnny hadn't been, so...
What'd I do?
Did Vincent fill you in on what we found?
What you found?
He infiltrated the Shinra building and found some information.
Information about what?
We're trying to find out why they might be after Denzel, but all we found was they're trying to find another ancient.
Another ancient. Like...
Oh.
I guess that's not here or there. Did it say who?
No, but we suspected maybe they thought Denzel was one.
And she kind of like looks over at Denzel, who's still like passed out, more or less. Can you show me what you found?
It's downstairs on the computer.
And she like nods, stands up. Denzel, make sure you stay safe, and I'll be back soon, okay? And she like walks out, following Lore back downstairs.
And Laura brings her to the computer and pulls up the information that I found.
Okay. Not exactly too good at this.
I'll help you out.
And as y'all are looking, there is one file in particular, it's heavily censored. Like, you can't really tell anything at all, but it shows like DNA sample, and it shows like Cetra match, and then everything else like name, age, gender, description, blah blah blah, picture, it's all like black censored across.
Ooh.
This would indicate that Shinra has Cetra DNA on file?
Yeah.
Well, that's not comforting.
Nothing with Shinra ever is.
And she looks over at John, not Johnny. Question.
What can I do for you?
You look like you, know how to handle yourself.
He just kind of smiles like, that's one way to describe it, yeah.
What? How exactly do y'all plan to go forward from here?
Well, with this little bit of news, something about Shinra getting their hands on an ancient and lead them, quote-unquote, to the promised land, not exactly something that I think is going to be good for anybody.
And she
So I think it's time we go find an ancient. How the hell do we end up doing that?
Right. Well, with information like this, there's gonna be a couple more people that might want to help out. I can talk to Cloud and probably some of the others, but depending. And she sees Bite, but she doesn't say anything right away before turning her attention to him. Question, do you know someone named Yuffie?
We all know you.
Do you think...
Well,
yeah, you probably would know of her.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you think you can get in contact with her?
It won't be a problem.
Keep your materia close.
You got it.
For the rest of you, if y'all don't mind waiting, I can see who else I can gather, and then we can go from there. Or do you all have a plan?
Nope. I say the more help we get, the better off we'll be.
Okay.
Knowing Shinra, whatever they're up to, it's going to affect a lot of people, so this is bigger than just this small group of people.
Yeah, John just kind of nods. He's just saying, yep. Going off half-cocked. Didn't help us out too much last time.
Okay, well, I guess we'll meet back here later tonight and go from there. I'll see who all would at least make their way to Edge City, and we'll have a better idea of what numbers we have. And she looks at Marlene. You might want to convince your father on this one. And Marlene kind of like begrudgingly nods a little bit. Right, well, I don't want to keep you. And she like puts her hand on Marlene's shoulder. Me and Marlene will come back here shortly and go from there. If you need to contact me, Johnny has my number. And she kind of like looks over at him and smiles. And then her and Marlene exit out of the bar.
Does me, he went like when she did that, he looked like just goof, like he looked like Goofy. He'd be like, "Gorsh," and like just
twirling his hair.
yes, that's exactly what I was like. Gorsh, Tifa, you sure know what to say.
Oh my god.
Yep.
As soon as she walks out, Johnny like slaps his cheeks like, you did it, Johnny. You didn't pass out this time. Okay, who's hungry? Who wants breakfast? Everybody?
John kind of glances around.
Even though it's not breakfast time. Just so.
Yeah, it's definitely not breakfast.
Lunch! Brunch. No, dinner. Meals! Food!
Actually, I think we got some time to kill. I think I'm gonna go take a look around, see if I can find anything worth picking up.
Okay, but you're gonna miss out on my special.
Are you cooking with me, Mel?
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Oh, save me a bowl. It's whatever you're cooking.
Edible.
You need to eat it fresh, John.
Yeah, John. You need to eat it fresh.
Well, he kind of looks down at his clothes that are a little like cut up and bloody, that are still the stuff that he walked out of the hospital in. Well, to be completely honest with you, I think my attire might need a bit more work than my stomach, but I do appreciate the offer.
Oh, suit yourself, but you're missing out. And it doesn't need salt.
As
He just
Johnny's
smiles.
like stopping himself from putting more salt.
He just hides the salt shaker. Yeah, so John's gonna head out to the truck and he's gonna drive to the market
The market? I mean,
and do a bit of shopping in the next episode.
okay, dokes.
Justin, you have to narrate a shopping episode. I was really hoping Mel was gonna jump on board with this, but she's like, no.
We tried to get you an address once, and you said no.
Because it didn't make sense plot-wise.
I mean, with that,
It would make no
attitude,
sense to put John. John is
that
way too
attitude.
large to put into a
never put
nurse's
a guy
outfit.
into a dress.
Okay, so annoyed. Mel's just like, what is so goddamn important? More important than my cooking.
Oh no!
She's gonna go with John and see why.
Why? Because he's like his clothes are like still
What
bloody
is
and
another
shit.
15 minutes?
Oh, I thought you was gonna take like a couple hours. The way you made it sound like I'm expecting this to take a while. My bad. I thought this was like you were gonna spend the next couple hours like cooking.
Oh, well, I
didn't
mean,
realize.
yeah, but I was just saying, you know.
Oh, okay. You were like, what's another 15 minutes? Like, okay, I didn't realize this was a quick
15
meal. I
minutes
thought this was
later,
like
they're
a.
just like now barely cooking.
Yeah, I was gonna say it
One of
like.
those.
Like I'm envisioning just the Monster Hunter cats just like kind of starting. I'm like, I ain't got time for all that. Like they gotta make like a whole turkey and like 6 different things. Like nah. I'll be back probably by the time you're done cooking.
Yeah, Mel tags along.
All right.
So who's
I
cooking
went-
now?
Johnny! He's like crying as he's cutting onions.
Do you have any microwavable noodles?
Microwavable? What? We don't use
Can John just
microwaves.
wait? Can John just swing a spatula at it? Johnny just swing a spatula go away! No, shoot!
No cats in the
Pot
kitchen.
noodles! Pot noodles out of here! How dare you! You will wait!
Pots and pans are getting knocked over.
Bite just hisses and runs off to the computer.
He just throws a tiny whisk. Get out of here!
What's Lore doing?
Or is going to take some air outside and she's just going to pull out her camera and take some pictures.
Okay.
As
Try to
John
unwind.
as John pulls the truck around with Mel in it, he stops out in front as Laura's snapping photos.
Mel does the peace sign.
It's like when you're like, oh yeah, I'm totally taking a picture of you, and Lore just angles it just enough to where it cuts everybody
John kind of waves over to her. Laura, quit being a wallflower. Come on.
Yeah, it'll be fun. You know, shopping. All that fun stuff.
She sighs a bit. I guess I could tag along.
I'll buy you some new film for your camera.
Just as you hear that, pots and pans are falling and crashing as Bite runs out of the bar.
Hey, Bite, you want to join us too?
Means I'm not very welcome in the kitchen, so I guess so.
What do you mean you're not welcome in the kitchen?
Don't worry about it.
Oh, you don't. So waiting for that. I was waiting for I just asked for some noodles.
I was trying to find the salt.
Lore hops onto her motorcycle to follow them.
All right,
Question
John.
is Bite on the motorcycle with Lore or in the truck with Mel and John?
Oh man, it's a tough choice.
Do you want to look? Do you want to look cool
Do you
or
wanna look
ride
cool?
relatively safe?
Or do you want to have
I'll
a
also be-
seatbelt?
Not even. It's not a seatbelt. It's gonna be Mel squeezing the shit out of him.
That's the seatbelt. The Mel
Yeah.
edition.
Bite looks over at the truck and sees Mel's arm sticking out with her fingers, calling him in, and he slowly walks over to the motorcycle.
Mel is crushed.
Oh goodness.
And Mel's just why doesn't he love me?
John's partially relieved because now he doesn't have to deal with cat hair in the truck. But then he just looks over. Oh, I can't imagine why I'm there. And then he pulls out of the parking lot and starts driving towards the market.
I'm lovable, aren't I?
Of course you are, lass. Of course you are. He pats her knee, yeah, of course you are, lass.
That's not condescending
And
at
she's
all.
just destroyed.
I didn't even ask Lore if I could ride on the motorcycle.
She's just okay, move over.
Lore's fine with it.
You just hopped up on the fuel tank and it was just sitting there let's go.
Imagine there's a light in the front, and he's just gonna sit cross-legged on the top of the light.
I mean, with all the crazy shit that John has pulled as her partner, she's kind of just used to stuff, so she doesn't think much of it.
Small cat sitting on her motorcycle, not the strangest thing that has ever been on that bike. If we rewind to 2 episodes ago where I just leapt to it while driving.
as y'all are riding off, everyone make a perception check.
I like that. I don't like when you just do that. No, like
15.
oof, 1.
Ooh. Oh, I have a feat where I can re-roll 1.
Okay. It just double ones. 10, 1. You literally got a 1? Oh my gosh.
I rolled a 2.
What are you?
Actually, wait, no, I didn't. No, I didn't.
You rolled a 14. So
I rolled
Lore
14.
rolled
Oh,
a 2.
I'm not gonna lie. I looked at lore score and assumed it was mine. I was like, obviously I rolled a 1.
So and what's males?
I got a 15.
Okay. Okay, on that note,
Don't
Oh,
notice
no.
the impending dark cloud.
the impending doom headed towards all of them. Yeah, tune in next time, folks, as we follow the rabbit hole further down.
Oh, we're going shopping. It's a shopping episode. What could possibly go wrong?
Okay.
Never in the history of anime and or D&D has a
So-
shopping episode ever led to bad things.
A bloodied, blonde-headed, giant guy, a mechanic, a talking cat, and an ex-Turk walks into a shopping mall. Nothing could possibly go wrong.
Oh, we definitely need to fucking take his little vest off, by the way. That is, we
Oh, yeah.
definitely
It's so
do not want, ooh,
It's
we definitely don't want a vest that says ooh, ooh on it walking around.
Y'all get there, and there's
Like-
like 20 people wearing ooh vests. Really?
Well, that's, something tells me they're gonna have like an adorable thing, not like tactical ooh on it. Can that be a
Yeah,
thing? Can that be
this is where I'll let Mel hold me.
Somebody needs an emote that just says tactical ooh. Make it happen, internet.
That needs to be a thing. But yeah, we'll pick up. Actually, I'm not sure when the next episode is going to be offhand, but we could talk about
Next
that.
time on
It
The
might
Last
be
Ancient.
the 24th because we can't do the 17th because Mel's going to be on vacation. So we might do the 24th and then the 1st of July as well. So do like a back-to-back. But we'll talk about it and see who's available for what. Other than that, yeah, thanks everybody for coming out. Thanks for making the freaking Final Fantasy dynamics more Final Fantasy-like, because now we got our talking cat.
Thanks for having me.
Oh, anytime. Welcome aboard.
I feel like we met a certain Final Fantasy quota with the driving scene. I feel like that was very Final
I
Fantasy.
mean, that was, like we were pushing our limits, They're like, oh yeah, I guess this is Final Fantasy if he successfully made those rolls and didn't die.
I did ask. I was like, wait a minute, this is. I mean, if Cloud can do it, and like everybody else is doing a bunch of crazy
go in it
shit.
with like, I'm Cloud, so this is what I want to
it
do.
was more of like
right?
I was an ex-Turk. I mean, they're doing crazy stuff.
I did worse things than more dumb things than this.
You in a dress would have fit the quota, but you didn't go with it.
Yeah, well,
It just because in my brain
He's
that
just
wouldn't
not
make
ready.
sense. A
He's
giant
not
guy
ready.
with a mustache.
there's gonna be another opportunity in the future where he's gonna have to like wear a dress, and it's gonna be like
Make it
pull
happen.
offable. And then
I'm
that's
just
gonna
saying
be the
forced.
moment.
I'm just saying forced feminization. Not really something I want to be pushing right now.
Don't talk
I don't
to
think
Cloud,
we should be
then.
forced.
Do not have
Well, Cloud-
conversations with Cloud.
Yeah, that was like Cloud semi-volunteered for
I'm
it, but
pretty
still
sure
not
that
really for
doesn't
it.
get discussed anymore. Like the only ones that would know would be like Cloud, Tifa, and Aerith, and we all know what happened with Aerith. So,
What do
I
you
don't
mean?
think maybe like every once in a while, like Cloud doesn't do
She
anything,
did.
and then Tifa just like points at a dress, and then he just like grumpily. But other than that-
Anytime they seen braids.
Oh my god.
make sure I click
And what-
the
and what do you
ending
mean?
one this time.
And what do you mean? What's wrong with there? It's like her, Barrett, and everybody kind of walked away down that like broken highway.
Huh?
Yeah, everybody walked away. I don't know what's the problem. At the end of Final Fantasy VII, she walked away.
The dress scene. The only ones that know is Aerith.
Oh, but you said like oh, we all know what happened to her. I was like, what do you mean? She's fine. She walked away with everybody else.
I swear, if they bring that hussy back, I'm gonna be like, I'm done.
What do you mean hussy back? She's still alive. What are you talking about?
Yeah, okay.
She's there. Like, do you not remember the end of Final Fantasy VII?
Episode happens. Somebody will have done their research and wouldn't be thinking.
I mean, I played the game. What do you want from me?
A freaking tabaxi for like half the episode.
God, that was good.
I was like, wait, what? What are you talking about? Because I thought initially like you thought he was Nanaki size, and I was like, no, he's like cat size. And then like it kept going. I was like, oh no.
Because I was thinking like, all right, he's tabaxi size, but he was like, no, he's not tabaxi size. He's like, you know, that. I was like, okay, so he's like Red 13 size. So he's still like a big dog, like a large dog size. Got it. No, like house cat size. Well then, for fuck's sake, I definitely would have just picked you up by the scruff. Are we still live? Are we still live right now?
Yeah, I'm gonna play the ending song and then I'm gonna go from there. I think this is the best. This is what people wait for. They wait for like the ending screen and us for this just freaking talk about anything, and then they're like, "Oh yeah, we're still alive, by the way," and they're like, "Oh, oh."
I'm not just a house cat. I'm an adorable house cat. So I'm a little fluffier.
House cat with a fucking bulletproof vest.
Hey, I mean, it's gonna come in handy, right? Right?
I hope not. I really hope
just, like,
not.
Taking bullets.
Tactical, practical.
That cat better have the best goddamn AC. You are a cat. They should not be able to hit you.
Well, ladies and gents, on that note,
stormtroopers.
Join us next time. Oh, join us tomorrow because we're gonna have dungeon talk because I didn't do it yesterday. So I'm gonna try and relay how the rest of the month is gonna go because it's gonna be a little bit different. Because we're not having any weekend sections except for Secrets of Sage Myths, which join us this Sunday from 8 to 10 Mountain Standard Time, PM that is, for the first part of the two-shot for Secrets of Sage Myths. And we're going to have some of the familiar faces here, as well as some others. And yeah, but I'll talk about all that tomorrow on Dungeon Talk. Yeah, y'all are gonna bite the dust. But it's gonna be fun, cause you know
another one gone,
it's
another
gonna
one
happen, right? Okay, bye. I'm gonna leave.